Is $20 an hour a reasonable wage for a single person to live on? Unless you provide your location, you will get answers all over the place. Depends where. So many millions of people would cry tears of joy to be paid that much. Depends on your location. In some areas maybe. But it depends what you consider living to include. Technically, a homeless person begging for change on the street corner is living. In a low cost of living area, a full-time job at $20 is probably enough for a young single healthy person to meet their daily needs and find somewhere comfortable to rent and have a decently good social life. But again, that's highly dependent on where you are. What will it not be enough for? It may be difficult to buy and maintain a personal car or truck on such a budget. But on the other hand, you may not want or need to. Do you ever hope to buy a home? Never mind actually paying off the mortgage to the point where you can feel like you owning it and aren't just renting it from the bank. To even buy a house in many areas, you probably want to be making $4,050 per hour or more. And if you're dedicating as much of your income to paying off the mortgage as you can, you'll end up housepoor until that's done. Can someone live on $20 an hour? Absolutely. Can you live on $20 an hour? I have no idea. Can everyone live on $20 an hour? Definitely not. I make a bit over 20 and live in a spacious apartment alone. Eat pretty well. And have extra for occasional nights out or trips. However, my car is paid off and I live in the Midwest. I don't have a ton of room to splurge and I take overtime when possible, but as long as I stick to my budget, I am comfortable. 20 United States dollars an hour is 3,200 United States dollars a month. Before taxes. For a full-time job. If you wouldn't spend more than 50% of your income on rent, I would say that it's definitely enough to live on. Let's do the math. $20 per hour by 40 hours per week equals $800 per week. Taxes take about 1/3, leaves you with $528 by 4 weeks per month equals $2,112 per month net. Average rent at $1,500 per month equals $612. Utilities, water, gas, electricity, phone, internet, approximately $400 per mo, equals $212. Car transportation, fuel, insurance and maintenance, assuming you don't have a car payment, conservatively $200 per month equals $12. Food for 30 days, conservatively $200 per mo equals $188. This is considering you don't ever go out for entertainment, don't ever save anything for a rainy day, don't ever date anyone, don't ever get sick, your car never breaks down. So you get 5 roommates, which brings your rent, util down to $600. Now you have to wait for the bathroom. Your mail sometimes doesn't get to you. You get less sleep because they're loud and it takes longer to get ready for work. You still have no money for fun or dating, or if you get sick or your car breaks down. And you'll never save enough money to buy a house because the average price for a home in the US is $428,700. It is technically possible. Yes, you can live. You can also live on $17 or $15 in some places. But it's not fun or pleasant, especially if you're single. For instance, in my city you'd most likely live a bit away from your job. I do. You probably wouldn't have a car. At least not in this market. You'd take public transit or Uber if you're unlucky enough that a bus doesn't head the direction of your home when you get out of work. Which again is my case. You don't have an in-unit washer and dryer. You live in a relatively unsafe area. You end up having an abysmal amount of free time. And basically no money for pleasure. Especially if you're saving. which you can only save so much when you're making that little money. Pray that your state doesn't have insane taxes, and that nothing crazy happens to you that leads you to the hospital. Depends where that job is at. Depends on where you are. High cost of living area, no. Low cost of living area, sure. Depends on location, hours worked and stuff, but it could work. Depends on cost of living where you are and also the lifestyle you want to have. How expensive are you? I live in rural Oklahoma and I could get by on that. But I already own my house and live totally alone with an old beater car. Minimum wage is more than that where I live, so for me, that's a no. I live on that and have 2 kids, but I don't live in an expensive state. Depends when and where you are living. There's a vast difference in livable wages all across the world. 20 in New York would be tough, I would guess. 20 in Peru might be a different story. Short AWNSER is there needs to be more context in your question for anybody to give you a specific and helpful response. A single person with roommates, no pets, and who does not like to go out? Sure. Not if you have child support to pay weekly. Depends where you live and your lifestyle. Are you supporting yourself? Probably need to make little more to live on your own. Here in CA $20 is nothing.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.